This small workshop in Peshawar decided to produce industrial gear to ensure that Pakistan's businesses can purchase cost-effective gear. Despite not having advanced production equipment or a professional assembly line, they can still create industrial gears with a precision that meets usage requirements using scrap steel from shipbreaking. Moreover, the price is one-third cheaper than imported gears, making them highly favored by local businesses. The heavy steel plate you see here is the raw material used to make the outer ring of the gear. To shape it into a circular form, the craftsman places the steel plate into a rolling machine, gradually pressing the straight steel plate into a circular shape. This process requires multiple rotations to achieve the desired circular state. After the spinning, the craftsman tack welds the seam to hold it in place. The outer ring can then be removed from the machine. Since it was only lightly welded before, the seam needs to be fully welded, turning the entire steel plate into a single unit. Once the welding is finished, the outer ring of the gear is complete. As we all know, any component needs a support point in the center. So the craftsman will now use acetylene to cut a support frame from the scrap steel plate, which will be fitted into the outer ring of the gear. After cutting out the entire frame, the artisan must also cut 4 weight-reducing holes. As the name implies, these holes are designed to reduce the support frame's weight without compromising its overall rigidity. The round hole in the center is the gear's axle hole. After the necessary support frame is cut, a steel pipe is welded into the center to serve as the axle hole. Although this step isn't shown in the video, we move directly to the assembly phase. The next step is to hammer the support frame into the outer ring of the gear. Once the frame is in place, the artisan welds the seams to integrate the support frame and the outer ring into a single unit. Now, the basic outline of the gear is complete. However, gears require high precision, so the rough gear blank must be fixed onto a lathe chuck, and a cutting tool is used to machine the uneven surface until the entire gear meets the necessary specifications. After the machining is complete, a smooth flywheel is obtained. However, since this is an industrial gear, the appropriate teeth must still be cut into the surface. The craftsman secures the flywheel onto a hobbing machine and uses a dial indicator to align it until it is perfectly centered. Then, the teeth can be milled onto the flywheel surface. This step mainly involves shaping the end face to create the gear's unique tooth profile. The hobbing machine makes this process quick, taking just a few hours. After approximately 4 hours of precise milling, the entire gear tooth structure is finally formed. This is a triumph of skill and a continuation of the traditional craftsmanship spirit. Let's give a thumbs up to the Pakistani craftsman's excellent skill and hard work. If you were to rate the industrial gear made by the Pakistani craftsman on a scale of 10, what score would you give it?